Hello and welcome to Brocky Mountain Movies. I'm your host, Rocky Mountain Brock, and today we talk about Doctor Sleep, the long-awaited sequel to The Shining, and honestly, the much better movie, in my opinion. So, what about how this makes it, say, better? Well, in a sense, it explains what The Shining is and how it works, without being overly expositional. There's all sorts of cool ideas that simply aren't explored. The Shining is kept incredibly vague what it even is, which I guess is supposed to be horror, and I guess this is supposed to be horror, but it's also sort of adventure or action adventure. Something that seems more out of a really great miniseries. So, the psychic, Danny Torrance, has finally grown up and he's not doing so hot. He has inherited his father's alcoholism in order to try and suppress his shining, who, some legitimate effort, gets clean and meets a second person with a shine. They just share this gift and they're just sort of pen pals. But now you introduce these vampires, or I don't know what the movie fully calls them, but they're these creatures that feed on the shining in order to retain immortality. And again, so not vampires, but basically vampires. And of course, they try and come after our main characters. What really sets this movie apart, though, is that pretty much everyone in it is really strong and powerful in their performances. Danny simply struggles with his alcoholism when things get really bad. It's a really powerful scene that just throws the bottle. Monsters aren't just two-dimensional monsters. You get it that there's this overall, well, not just the signature fear of death, but also it's hard to explain. Is this sort of ritualistic, how much they relish doing what they're doing, and how much they... It's hard to explain. It just has this really good feel to all of it, and it adds sort of this whole action-adventure quality to the entire thing. Best scene in the movie. Whew. Hard to say since all of them are really strong, and the whole thing has all this nice power to it that elevates the movie because when you care about the characters and what's going on, the horror is stronger. Oh, that's perfect. My favorite scene is they're starving. You'll know it when you see it. The worst one is, I guess in a sense, their excuse to go to the Overlook. That is the one sort of flaw in the entire movie. And from what I can tell, the book doesn't have them going to the Overlook, so them having to go to the Overlook is a bit of a flaw and something kind of noticeable, but ultimately it's just a nitpick. So, final score for Dr. Sleep, 8.6 and 2 thumbs up. I'm Rocky Mountain Brock, and God bless.